What are your thoughts on the mark of the beast?
So I think they're doing the technology for that right now. Um, but I think the most important thing for people to like feel secure about the mark of the beast
Hmm.
is that it won't be something you can take by accident. I'm quite certain it will come with an oath, right? It will come with you have to disavow all other allegiances, and you have to deny Jesus Christ, deny God, and you have to worship the beast. It's going to be a willful thing. They're not going to be able to knock people out and just give them a shot. That's not the point. The
Yeah.
point is to get people to deny God and worship the beast. And then a lot of people have wondered, like, for example, this is the beginning of the 42 months. Well, then we should have the mark of the beast rolling out right away.
Right.
Except that there's an angel that flies through mid heaven during
Hmm.
the trumpets that warns the earth not to get the mark of the beast or the number of his name. Otherwise, they're going to, be in the lake of fire. And so that means that the mark of the beast has to come later. The angel doesn't fly through mid heaven warning people not to get the mark that the whole world has already received. So that means we're going to be into the trumpets well into the second half of the tribulation before the mark of the beast is actually being rolled out and people are being forced to worship the beast as part of receiving the mark.
Okay.
So I think that's still to come, but it's not. People have wondered if it's any of the technologies that we're looking at today, and I think they're all precursors for it
Hmm.
in many cases, but not. Uh, it's just not to worry about. Of course, if you don't want to participate in something that is leading up to the mark of the beast, then don't, right? But
Yeah. What do you think Christians should be doing right now with their time while they wait?
oh man, so how do we live in a world where we're in the world but not of the world,
Yeah.
and where we're expectantly waiting for the king, but we still have to do the daily duties? You still got to go to work. You still got to, make the kids breakfast and, do all this other stuff. I mean, then we live though as though we're living for the king. Although, like our lives are not our own. We've been bought, at a price.
Hmm.
And so, it's easy to kind of forget about the Lord and just live for ourselves. And I think this isn't the time for that. This is the time to be ready, but it's also the time to be diligent and faithful in the daily things that we've got to do. We can't just stop living and camp up on a hill and wait because we don't know the day or hour. It could still be years, right? I mean, at least, I don't know. I mean, I think there's 3.5 years left at least.
Yeah.
Where's the rapture in that? I don't know. So we've got to be ready. We've got to keep busy about the Lord's work, but also just being faithful to do, whatever mundane tasks we have to, you know, if you got cows to milk, right, you got to milk the cows.
Yeah. Well. Speaking of that, what do you think about those who are prepping? Like, what are your opinions on
Oh,
prepping for where we are in the world today with what's going on?
yeah. You better have a little bit of stuff, like,
Yeah.
because talk about shortages. Yeah, you can go to the grocery store and there may not be something,
Yeah.
but that you can have everything that you need. We have to trust the Lord. Like, don't worry. Um, when Jesus said, "Don't worry about what you're going to wear and what you're going to eat, and what you're going to drink," that doesn't apply just for normal life. If he meant it also for the great tribulation.
Yeah.
And some people think we won't be here for the great tribulation. It doesn't matter. Whatever. If anybody is trusting in the Lord during that time, they should not worry and they should trust the Lord to provide. Did God provide manna for the children of Israel in the wilderness?
Sure did.
Did the widow's oil and flour not run out?
Yeah.
Like, I think we can expect, supernatural help from God if we need it. So
Yeah.
we just relax, right? Trust Him. But at the same time, we're also warned, if anyone is to go into captivity he will go. If anyone is to be killed with the sword he must be killed.
Hmm.
This requires patient endurance of the saints. So sometimes, as believers, we draw the short straw,
Yeah.
and it's really, actually, you can bet there's a big reward for it. So actually,
Yeah.
probably, no one's going to be disappointed with the way God rewards them for their sacrifice. Um, but it's scary, right?
Yeah.
Nobody's like really lining up like, hey, yes, I want to suffer. Um,
Yeah.
and but sometimes we get called to do that, and we need to be ready for that too. but also trust that God is good. He's going to deliver us. He's going to help us. So yeah, prepping, just, a modest, anybody who's lived through this, some of the shortages we've already seen probably knows you
Yeah.
better have a little bit of extra, because sometimes the grocery store is just not going to have it.
Yeah. Yeah. Make sure you buy toilet paper.
And make sure you have toilet paper. Yeah.
We usually recommend at least 3 months, because 3 months will get you to a growing season usually.
Yeah. Yeah. That's good advice.
Yeah. All right. A lot of these questions have already been answered. Did you want to shout out
You got
some of your
my books
materials?
up there.
Yeah.
Yeah. So both those books are available as PDFs for free. So
Really?
if you go to my website, endtimesberean.com, you can find the Temple Revealed, and Witnessing the End is actually on the links on my website too, but it has its own website, witnessingtheend.com.
Okay.
So witnessingtheend.com. But both those books are available as PDFs, or you can find them on Amazon.
Fantastic.
If you really want a print copy, but.
And it's that website, right?
Yes, that's it. End Times Berean. Yeah.
Is that you?
It is. Yeah.
Where's that at?
That's Petra. So
Okay.
I was able to go there with the family in 2017.
Wow.
So, and I got my Indiana Jones hat. That's that's the canyon that they ride through, going up to Petra.
Really? Oh, fun.
Yeah. That was pretty special.
Well, cool. Thank you for watching this clip from our live show. We present this information for your study and consideration, not as an absolute truth, but as a means to help you form your own understanding. Remember, like the Bereans, we encourage daily study and discernment to determine the validity of these insights. Join us live Sunday through Thursday as we continue this investigative journey, as we study to show ourselves approved unto God. See you there.